Hey everyone. Oh, all right. Staff meeting done. Things done. Fields we go as an agent of change. When I say agent of change, I really mean that. We're out here trying to make go help, right? Plant seeds of hope. Trying to bring good energy to people that don't generally get good energy or get any type of support. Um, so this is really job number one, but I had started with job number two, 5 a.m. Job number one, earlier than 8:30 as well. Um, so I am Jacqueline. How are you? Social worker, licensed social worker, soon to be licensed clinical social worker. Um, and I'm a psychotherapist. I also do family training, social work, and I also do developmental intervention. So that just means that I work with children 0 to 3, right? Many of which who have developmental disabilities. Um, and trying to assist parents, assist families, right? Um, Being supportive to their needs, I would say, and actually bringing reality to the table as well. And when I say bringing reality to the table, is understanding that you have to be part of the process and be an agent of change. Even for your children, for your family, but overall for yourself. Um, so I got some DMs asking me why would I work so hard. Why would I be doing this job? Am I miserable? No, guys, no. I'm very passionate about this job. But my dream was to be a neurosurgeon. And sadly, that didn't happen, right? Life situations and also responsibilities didn't allow me to do that at the time. And the universe sent me a guardian angel uh, that led me from the University of Puerto Rico over to Rutgers University. So I love you, Dean Lydia Rodriguez. That is my campus mom. I love her so much. I love you, love you. Um, and we talked about social work. So I have a degree in social work, sociology, psychology, and women's studies as well. And obviously, my master's is in social work. Let's see what the car's saying. Okay. So there's a lot of things that you can do with a degree in social work. As at a bachelor's level, you can get certified in social work. And that'll allow you to do many different jobs. You don't have to only work for Child Protective Services, um, which don't get me wrong, it's a good job. But sitting behind a desk or I did that for a while. Going from county count to county, I did that for a while. So the corporate work, which you can do corporate work with social work, upstate New York and in Wisconsin. Uh, and I think that this was the universe telling me that I needed to go into this. And when my mother died due to medical negligence, um, I have to breathe every time I say that. The nurses that were in there, we connected very well, and now I'm, working with that team, which is so interesting how the universe sets things up for you, right? And several things have happened. I've had several accidents on the job. I was attacked by a pit bull. I had a car accident. I had a horrific fall due to ice and a car that was coming very quick, like very fast, came out of nowhere. But even then, and those are like the simplistic parts, right? I've had a gun pulled out on me. I've had uh, our business, community business partners, our drug leaders and gang members surround my car. But after they know that you're there to help, I haven't had like more challenges. I've had to climb out into fire escape, grab an intern that was working with me, throw her on my shoulder. She's petite, like a sack of potatoes, and get out through the fire escape. So yeah, it's the chronicles of social work. But why am I so passionate? I think now I was a director as well. So I think now I think I'm in the middle of a transition. Um, I do social work and I do the therapy, I'm a therapist, but I think now life is like pushing me into more leadership roles. But I do like the one-on-one with working with patients, clients, families, our babies. The tougher the case, the better it is for me. I've done psychiatric emergency, so that was kind of my high when I was an undergrad, and I know that sounds terrible, right? But I learned a lot. That's why I say it was kind of my high. I did learn a lot. So I'm grateful, right? For the good, the bad, and the ugly. So with social work, you can also work remotely. I do one of my jobs remotely, which is great, right? So, yeah, there. You have so many options. And yes, there are challenges and there are safety challenges that you will go through. But you have to be smart. And even when you're smart, things just happen, right? So I always say, assess your areas and really ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, please don't do it, because you're providing a disservice to our communities, and it's not fair. It's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to you to be miserable, and it's not fair to not provide like quality services in the community and to everyone that you work with or work for. Understand, you're working with and working for. So you're part of this patient's team, you're part of this client's team, you're part of this family's team, and they are not a number, they are not a dollar bill. So please, do this with grace and be empathetic, and understand everybody has their own way of doing things, and there's personalities, and people with the ivory tower syndrome that don't understand sometimes how hard field workers work. But I've been very blessed to work for and have worked for people that value my work, and I'm very appreciative of that. So let's see what this year brings as I get my clinical license, and I've already gotten my certification in military focused therapy and other certifications and the school social work certification as well. So there's a lot you can do. So if you go into social work, make sure that's what you want to do. And don't let people tell you you can't make money, okay? Although this is not about the money, I promise you can make six figures um, as long as you put in the work. But after a while, you can make six figures easy. So with benefits. So I hope that kind of clears up why I do things and why I love what I do and why I'm so passionate in doing what I do. So, alrighty, you guys have a great day. Love what you do.